Alright, I am back. Finally. Sorry it took so long. I'm gonna put on some different music because don't know why lo-fi keeps you safe. Always pops up, but that was not intended. I am fine with the live stream though. Hopefully, I don't know. In case you're interested in the music, it is the current lo-fi hip-hop radio beats to study relax to from Chillhop music on YouTube. So, I hope that is enough credit. That's not a problem. Otherwise, I am here. I am gonna do some little things that need doing, but unfortunately my desk is full of stuff. I just currently don't really have the space to do anything as usual. I did organize quite a few things today, but all of the leftover bits got ended up on my desk. This is our current project for today. This is a code I am trying to give to somebody, but it does have a few holes in it that need to be patched. And these are the other chores that need to get done. And they're all supposed to be not that much work, but I always think that, so. But otherwise, I also need to eat dinner. That's why the baguette is here. So I'm gonna eat dinner first, and then finish up our little jobs. In the meantime, I am going to watch something on YouTube, so I might be a little quiet. But yeah, please join me. I really had a lot of issues getting this stream to run, and dusty stuff. Also, time going way too fast somehow. It was like 7 at one point, and then 10 minutes past 8 here at the next. You wanna join me or no? Oh well, I'll leave the door open for you. And then I did finish my regular chores, but I still had to shower, so that's why I'm a little late. I'm very sorry. What do you want, kitty butt? You're not gonna sit on my lap. I have to eat. That is not going to work. I got a feeling you are hungry as well. So I think that might be the reason. My boyfriend made me this Italian tomato soup. He had to game with friends, so this time he was actually done fairly early, which is nice. Why is there chocolate on my phone? Did you get food? I think the cats got food. I need to check on the door. Or, yeah, the bedroom door in case they throw up after eating. Alright, this is my life. Chaos ensues. There we go. Close the doors. Kids got their food. I got my food. There we go. Can't really wait for us to get into more interesting projects. Although at some point all the projects are kind of boring. But I'm gonna watch something silly and something fun on my phone, because I I can't watch it on the PC because you are to watch it with me. And I'm gonna eat dinner. Let's see. I was watching Grow Veg on YouTube, but I think I'm gonna watch something different. What's enough? Hey, Luna! I'm doing fine. Had a busy Easter. And then had a fight with freaking OBS. How are you doing? Meh? Why? Why is it going meh? Work is boring. Oh, why was the weekend bad? What happened? Just in general? Ah, yeah, that sucks. Sometimes it's just bad days, man. Pressure to what? Soup is not salty enough. But what are your sister and mother pressing you to do? They try to get you to do stuff. Can't you go by yourself? Well, it's boring to shop for stuff by yourself. Good soup. Yeah, my boyfriend made me an Italian tomato soup. It's quite tasty. He didn't really like it, but I just added salt. Good soup. It's a homemade soup. That's a bit orangey, yeah. It's the color of tomato with water. Otherwise it would be tomato puree. Our tomatoes are not that good. Not a lot of sun. But it's mostly tomato and some veggies. Some other paprika, courgette, zucchini, leeks, I think, and some pasta. Tasty. And some extra salt. But it's a good soup. It's a healthy soup. I'm going to try to eat more healthy. But your mom wants you to visit her? Haven't you visited all that often? There's paprika, leeks, lots of tomatoes, thyme, basil, pasta, I think, zucchini. I think there might be carrot. You don't want to visit your mom because you don't want to visit your dad, or just because you don't want to visit your mom? Why do you not want to see your parents? Are you afraid they react bad to your look? You just know they will react bad, or are you not afraid of that? Fair enough. So sad that you can't be yourself with your parents. A lot of garlic is in the soup. Nice soup though. Thankfully, if you are there and they react badly, you can always leave. But it does suck, yeah. I know. And you were right to do so, because it sucks. Excuse me. Oh, soup or soup burp. Alright, almost done. we have a very boring job and a lot of crap. I'm unfortunately fairly late. I will show you what we have. Although it might not fit. This is a giant coach. Yeah, well, I feel like it's boring, but you are still here, so it can't be too boring. It's a giant coat. I love this coat, but it has holes in the sleeves, and I'm gonna fix the holes. I have a friend who might want this thing. He just has to fit it. So I will finish. I have to finish this up as soon as possible, and then I can wash it, dry it. Probably gonna have to iron it because it's very messy. And then he can fit it, and hopefully he fits it and he likes it. Because I love it, but it's way too big for me. This makes me sad. But first, finish soup. It's not that boring though. I tried to get here earlier, but frickin' OBS was a pain. But I'm almost done with the soup. I will do more interesting stuff later, not today. But unfortunately, I actually have a lot of kind of boring little projects that need to get done. All right. Alrighty. Almost done. Alright. Just the biggest question is, at the moment, shall I have a alcoholic beverage after this while streaming, or shall I skip that? Alright. I think this is empty. about noise. Oh, that desk is a bit dirty. Glass of water. Alright, that was one glass of water. That usually means I have not drunk enough water today, because I'm barely ever thirsty. Only when I start drinking, if I can't really get the water through my throat, I'm not thirsty, and if I actually lug away one glass of water, I should have drunk more water. So I will be right back. I'm gonna get myself a new glass of water, clean up this stuff, and prepare this place for hand sewing. Probably to tidy up the ends of the thing, and then either hand sew or machine sew the seam. That's a bit of a. It's a very small part, so I could actually hand sew it, but machine sewing is more quick. I also need to finish up the ends if I machine sew. So I will be right back, and then we're gonna get something done because it's already almost 9:30 here, and I would like to actually finish some stuff. I have like 2 piles and 3 boxes of other projects I also need to get done. And I will probably get myself a glass of wine, although my boyfriend said he wanted to drink a little less this week. So if I open up a new bottle of wine, it might actually not be a good idea. But we also have cider, so I might get some cider. I will probably get some cider. I feel like having cider. Alright, be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's go. I got myself a cider. A little while ago we figured out we actually like this cider a lot. So that's actually quite tasty. This thing can close. And now I got to make a little bit more space. Now, I did tidy up the rest of my desk quite a lot. And we now actually have a 3D printer in here, which is the reason I had to make some space. Let's stack up the little boxes. I got myself some new shoes. The box for the shoes, I put in some clothes. I don't know why. Probably because they are clothes that I still have to figure out what to do with. A little garbage baggie. These are on top. And these are stuff I also need to do something with. Which can go to the back. And then we have our little project that I want to get done, because then it can leave the house. I have 2 more stacks of stuff that also need to get done. So cheers! Easter was fairly fun. Don't know if you celebrate Easter. We had a special beer event. Not that I really like beer, but they had snacks, so no complaining there. Alright, this is a giant coat. We'll look at the giant coat. I'll show as much as I can. Such a beautiful coat. It's supposed to be an old English wax coat, I think. I got it in this state. The sleeves are on the inside because I'm working on them. I love it. So soft and warm, but it's also fairly old. I redid the buttons, so now they are kind of nicely stuck on there. Although I didn't really have the right color of yarn, but it's close enough. Nobody will know. I'm gonna fix this buttonhole because it got torn out. Yay, button! Lots of buttons. And a nice coat. Very soft. I fell asleep on the couch last week. Because I think I had lunch. And then I was in the living room fixing the buttons, I think, or something. And I had it all over my lap. And I kind of curled up underneath it. Because it was cold in the house. And I just fell asleep. Like this. And it's actually very warm. Very cozy. And part of me doesn't want him to take it, but I'm not gonna wear it anyway, so it would be very much a shame. Yeah, we do, but we live in a fairly old apartment on the ground floor. So the floor is basically concrete with regular floor on top. But the building is from 1955, if I recall correctly, and it's very cold and very drafty. Last year we had the energy crisis here in Europe, so energy was stupidly expensive. So we just turned down the heat because the living room always is still cold even with the heating on. So basically, ever since then I just left the heating off, especially in the living room. And sometimes I turn it on, but only for the bedroom and this room where I'm in. And the room where my boyfriend is in. So because they actually do get somewhat warm, and the living room just doesn't. It has a very large window. There's so much cold. It's double glass, but it's so much cold coming from it, and I think there are just the holes on the side of the windowsill, and there's a built-in cabinet thing that is also always cold, and the floor is always cold. The wooden floor is stuck to the concrete, so it just transfers cold. So I couldn't be bothered turning up the heat. I do it sometimes, but I usually just leave it off, even in winter. It doesn't really get too cold here. I think the lowest the living room has hit was 10 degrees Celsius, which I don't know how much that would be in Fahrenheit. Don't know if you use Fahrenheit or Celsius. It's cold, but it's way above freezing. And I've noticed if you actually keep moving and keep getting, if you dress yourself well enough, it's actually fine, and it actually works quite well. Once you turn up the heat for a little bit, it actually feels a lot warmer than you think. If I would have had the living room on 15 degrees Celsius and turned it to 16, it would feel the same as when I had it on 12 and turned it on 13. So this room gets warm, the bedroom gets warm over there, and my boyfriend's room over there gets warm. Sometimes the bathroom gets warm, the toilet, bathroom does not. It always stays cold, which is a shame. It's the only room I would actually like some more heating in, because I don't like freezing my ass off. Let's see if I can actually aim this thing a bit where I'm actually working. Come on, women. Yeah, there we are. But blankets work. And I have this this thing, which basically cover over everything with floofy blanket. It's called a wearable blanket, but it's not like a Snuggie or something. It's actually more like a giant dress. Which not in a flattering way. Just a thing that keeps you warm. Alright. Let's see. That's actually a lot better. There we go. We go a little closer even. There we go. I don't know if it's good or not to be this close. Look at my hand. But if I put it further away, I'm actually pretty much face to face with the light the camera is stuck to. So I prefer to actually have my head over the light instead of under. Alright, I'm gonna try to finish up this trimming over here where the sewing machine ended, because it is fraying a lot. That's why the hole was there. So I put in a little edge to stop it from fraying, and then I'm gonna have to put them together from the other side. But first I'm gonna finish up this edge with the green thread. I already finished up the black thread. Personally, this is not a job for the sewing machine, because it couldn't get any further, because yeah, it was kind of hard to do. Don't know if this is too close. I might need to Just take it up a notch. I try to do these things while laying in bed because they're fairly time consuming. But unfortunately, sometimes I just don't feel like it. So I'm gonna have to do it right now. So first straight edge, finish it up till we get there. Just a little hand sewing. Keep this wire to the side. We still have music. Yes, we do. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Then I need to decide whether I want to hand sew or machine sew the rest. But on the upside, which I don't like, because I actually like this apartment, because it's my first own apartment, and the first apartment I started living together with my current boyfriend. We're gonna have to move in less than 5 years. Because they're gonna tear the place down because it's so old. Which is fair enough, but I like the place. It's cozy. And we actually have quite a lot of space. But it was bound to happen. I just wish it took a little longer. Alright, I'm gonna switch over to the inside for this. Alright. Let's keep on going for a little while. Let's make it a bit more straight. Something like this. Oh dear. Yarn left the needle. Let me sit to the side a bit. It should work a little bit better. I'm wondering how Twitch likes these streams. I would like a few more viewers. You haven't been streaming lately, have you been? Have you, Luna? At least I didn't get a notification, I think. I was not really paying all that much attention. This way. Put it in a way my hands like to sew. My hands look a lot better on camera than in real life. That's interesting. Oh well. But at some point you get used to the cold, especially if you dress up warmly. Although it is kind of hard to keep your legs warm, and it makes doing things a lot harder if you're wearing like 5 sweaters or something. For example, not sewn this properly. It's hard to do the dishes because you have trouble keeping your arms dry and stuff. Alright, back, let's go. I really need to sew this because it's gonna get sewn. I'll do it the other way around, but still. Come on, my man. I do need to finish up the thing. And if you have, like I have, a giant robe over your clothes, it's kind of hard to start cleaning the toilet because you don't want it to get dirty or have toilet water or bleach water going all over it while cleaning. Especially if it's the same robe you wear while sitting in bed. I don't want that to be in touch with the floor of the toilet while cleaning, but I also don't want to sit. I don't want to. What you call it? I don't want to take off these warm clothes while I clean the toilet, because the toilet is the freaking coldest place in the house. And I don't want to start cleaning the toilet because it's so cold. So that is a bit of pain. But we live here, just two of us, so the toilet can wait. And dishes, there's always a way to figure out if you can actually do them with longer sleeves. Alright, one little rope done. I have machine sewn all of these things with 3 wires each, which have both ends, so 6 wires. Might be a bit too much, but I don't want it to start fraying again. Kind of scared for it to do so. Alright. Let's see if I can hand sew an anti-fraying edge with this one. And it's also a waste. Turning on the heat will, well, it's disappearing right away. Such a shame. Let's see, I think I saw a specific way of sewing. Let's fixate the wire first. I don't know what I'm doing at the moment. Doesn't really matter. You know what? I'm just gonna pretend like I'm doing it. I know what I'm doing. We've been looking for a workspace for my boyfriend. And there are actually a few things that might work. We're looking at creative community place with all kinds of artists working together. And that actually is kind of odd, but looks quite awesome actually. It's just a little expensive, but we can always try it for a little while. I've been looking there for a few times now, but there never were any appropriate spaces. But now they actually had 2 that were possibly decent for his purpose. We don't have that much space in here, so it would actually be nice for him to have a proper workspace. He hasn't really finished any of his projects for himself yet, but that has a lot to do with the fact that we barely have any space in the room he does have. He has to share with a washing machine and a dryer. It would actually be interesting, and I would like to just try it. I mean, we could possibly go wrong? You never know, right? You never know until you try. And there are a lot of things that actually you can know that it might not be a good idea to try, but this actually should be fine. They seem real nice people and they have the space. Well, we could use the space. We have the money for now. Might eat into our savings a little bit, but we should be fine. Unfortunately, we do have to move. And that will make... unfortunately, the way rent has been set up here is that if you move after a couple of years, it usually gets a lot more expensive. Alright. That was this side completely done. I think I already did this side. Nice. That doesn't mean the other one has to be completely done. There we go. Yeah, 1, 2. Don't know where the third is. I'll figure it out. 1, 2, 3. Need this. And the other ones. Do this one first. It's fairly short, I guess. And we have these two. These two are fairly short as well. Oh, let's do this one first. Oh, kind of annoying that this one is so short. I could switch him over. Actually, I think I'm gonna switch him over. Let's see. Fine. Let's finish up this one first. Yep. Switching over just means with that I just mean I'm gonna use this one to finish it up and use this one to zigzag after that because that one is a lot longer. Don't catch the other wire, please. Don't need more wires to be caught in here. This one is real short though. Come on, my man. Let's go and get attached. I'm thinking of either doing an all-day stream or a lot more streams this week. Mostly because I do actually have a lot of projects that I want to finish up. And the weather sucks a lot at the moment. So if I just sit here, I'm gonna drive myself nuts. I would rather just stream and finish up projects than sit here and be annoyed at myself and finish up projects. Scissors and cider. Let's see. I also have to do some administration. So, all right. Oh, well. Let's finish up this one first. Also because it's well, no, this is a lot more basic. Excuse me. A burpee day today. let's see how it looks on the inside. A little bit easier. Well, let's sew it from the outside. Although, I don't want it to get stuck. Let's sew it from the inside, shall we? Alright. Camera. I also want to finish up the whatchamacallit? Those tulips I made. I did start 2 new ones. I would actually like to finish those on stream and then put them on Etsy. Because I think I might be able to sell them and I want to try out selling stuff on Etsy. Because I never have tried that. But then I would have to finish it. I don't think I want to sell more than just those 2 because I'm starting to get tired of the pattern. And I have a lot more things to do. Because it actually eats up time. And if we do get a place to... My boyfriend does get a workspace. It would be nice to actually put some time in there. Because I also like making stuff. Might just hang up a camera there. But not right away. Don't know how the internet is gonna be. It's probably fine. It's supposed to be fine. I do like the community vibes over there. It's quite nice. Quite a lot of nice people. Alright, let's go through both layers with the parts. Just to fixate it in place. At least it will be a lot sturdier. A few more stitches for this one. I think this should be enough. Let's finish up the end. It gets tied off with a freaking thing. That's fine. Figure it out yourself, mister. Alright. This one's done as well. Have another sip of drink. Here we go. And the other one. I hope the crafting is not too boring. It needs to get done. A bit of a shame, but you know. It shouldn't take too well, it does take a lot longer, but not... If I can finish it today, that would be nice, and maybe one more time. And then it should be done. It's not that much work, it's just very boring to do while your mind is racing for other things that are also in need of doing. The fact that we are having to move at some point is actually what my brain is going nuts about at the moment. Because it makes things so insecure. I really hate it. Alright. See if we can combine these stitches. One to the back, one to the front. And another one. Just be creative. One to the front. Yeah, that works. That looks like vaguely something that it makes sense to put together. Just need to remember not to pull too tightly, but then it should be fine. One this way, one this way, and then another. One this way. One this way. And another. A bit far back, it's fine. Probably gonna be sewn over anyway. Doesn't really matter where I put the edge in as long as it's tighter than it was before. There we go. That actually looks like something. If you look at that, looks like a little edge. Yeah, I'm probably gonna finish this up on the other side. Let's finish this one up for now. And then go toward the other side of the fabric. Don't get stuck in there, please. Thank you. Oh. There we go. Thank you. All right. Where are we? We are on the other side of this little thing. And we are here. All right. Let's put in a little edge thingy. Anyway, just a little bit more easily because all the other stuff is done anyway. Come on, my man. What are you doing? Get away. Thank you. I think we should be fine. There we go. And yesterday we were also at my favorite cocktail place, and sure as hell do love it, but it's expensive. My boyfriend said we should go more often, but I am very aware of how much it costs. So that's just not fun. I don't like spending that much money on something that just disappears. I don't know. I can make cocktails at home. It's much more fun if somebody else makes them for you, but still. Alright, this was done as well. Finish up the wire. There we go. the one side. Yes. Yeah, there we go. And now the other one. That's also one of the reasons I don't turn on the heat, because I know how much it costs. I know it's just wasted. Such a shame. Apparently I didn't really leave myself a lot of ends here. Oh, I probably also fixed this one, but these are very short. Might just, it seems to be fixated quite well, so I might just pull it to the other side. I'm also gonna wash this thing before I give it to him, so it's fine. There goes the needle. There you go. And this one actually, well, could fixate it. I think that might be best, but otherwise it's mostly stuck in place anyway. Don't have enough wire to actually fix this little edge. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. I'll probably, well, I might do something with it, but I don't know. Right, fix in place. I usually just rotate it around. Tie it up and move it out. Since it's the inside, it doesn't really matter that you hide the wire, but I prefer to because it's gonna get stuck in my thing anyway if I don't. So I just want to move it to the side. I am gonna get a little bit more to fix up this little part just to be sure. Probably need more to fix the rest of the seam, but then I at least can't forget. Lately I have been having a lot of trouble sleeping. Well, I've been having a lot of trouble sleeping for quite some time, but I've noticed because I actually have this giant light over my head. Every time I'm done streaming, it's kind of a pain. So I don't know what to do about it. Just accept it, I guess, and find something else to do in bed until I actually wind down. That might be, probably will be the only thing that I can do. Excuse me. That's the cider. Not the soup this time. Alright, stuck. There we go. Back to the outside to actually make a nice little edge. I don't know what this is doing there. What did I do? I made a mess, I think. Try to pull it through because I don't really need. Yeah, there we go. Now it's gone. Alright, where are we now? On the inside. I want to go to the outside. And then pretty much sew this part the way I did the previous one. See, I'm going the wrong way. Sometimes I have a certain angle that certain stitches work better for. Had this song in my head for so long. Don't know why. Give it up for the story of love. We did it all. Alright. It wasn't even an hour and I'm almost done with at least the finishing up of all the edges I was trying to do. Don't know why it annoys me so much to have to do this. So a few pillows that I need to make, because somehow everything always breaks here. Oh, not that much, please. All right, one more. And now we're gonna go through. And to the other side. At some point, when I feel like my stream is good enough, I'm probably gonna call in help from a lot of friends to actually get some more eyes on the stream, because I'm starting to get annoyed that only you are watching, not, which I very much appreciate, but I feel like I would like more people to watch. Although this is not the highest quality, I have trouble having my hands in the image. But on the other hand, you're very close up, so. I have no idea if this is the way to sew lining in that jacket or not. I just do. Probably not. And well, it might be okay, but it's certainly not the most efficient way. I know that for sure. Alright, but this one's done as well. So I'm gonna try to rotate the thing. And have them lined out okay-ish. I did get my pins. But I'm not good with pins. Alright, this is a weird thing. Now it actually needs to go completely inside out, because the seam on the bottom actually can be opened up in most places. And I need to get the outside somehow. Don't know where they are. I think it's asleep, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, that looks sleep-like. Yeah, it looks like a sleeve. Yeah, there we are. One hole. And the other one. Where's the other one? Is this the other one? Yeah, looks Like a sleeve as well. Somewhat. Oh, here it is. Right? No. No. There's a sleeve. Where's the bit? Ah, there's the bit that needs fixing. I think I might hand sew this because I feel like I'm not going to be able to align it properly if I do it by machine. Do need to actually pin it together because otherwise it's not going to work. Let's just put them in the middle somehow. Almost. Actually, it gets so warm underneath my hands. So nice. Gonna try to sew as close to the line as I can. Just a little outside. Still not right. Close enough. I can actually hand sew quite tight. Why is this so far away? That's close. Still not great. Yeah, that's actually quite nice. Quite nice and straight. One sider. I'm gonna put on my headphones because it's kind of boring. Alright. Let's listen to the chill music. Close. We're getting closer. There we go. Still not that straight, but could be worse. As long as it's aligned decently, that's fine. Can always just switch where I was going. I think this one is actually decent. I can always just sew over it. It's fine. I'd rather sew a little more than a little too little. A little too much will realign better. Still not real great. I do need to make sure they're almost aligned. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, this should align itself. Let's start with this one just to be sure. needle. Come with me. Let's start here. Well, yeah, there's quite a lot of wire there. Don't have that. Oh, that's. I know very little. So put the lid on the pins. Otherwise, it's gonna be. Let me get a little bit more yarn. Otherwise, we're gonna run out very quickly. Start here. Get the yarn underneath, just so I don't have to bother messing with the end. You can go back to where you were. Let's get the thing fixed in place. There you go. Let's make it a little shorter. All right. I'm going to go a little bit outside of where I was. Hope I can get it stuck, otherwise I'm gonna have to put it under the sewing machine anyway. The sewing machines seem to have a bit of trouble with this thing somehow. I might actually throw it underneath the sewing machine to get more edge. Actually, this doesn't work. Come on. Put the camera in a sensible spot. Thank you. This is very close, but should be fine eventually. All right. Here's my headphone cable wrapped around my glass of water. Not a good place for a headphone cable to be. Thank you very much. All right, let's keep going. Close up of hands. There we go. Once I'm past this little ribbony thing, I'm gonna check where I ended up compared to the other side. Just not yet. Oh, I am gonna get comfortable though. Don't know if the hand stream is boring or not. We shall see. Okay, we're fine. Relatively speaking. Might be a little under. No, well, it's not the worst. As long as the rest is fairly straightforward. This angle does make me prick myself on the things though. We are almost straight up though. Still somewhat on the other side, clearly. And no. Yeah, that should be fine. You're right. I also have a server or a special yarn edge machine thing. I don't really feel like using it because it cuts up some fabric and I don't want to lose fabric with this thing. Where are we? Pretty much straight on. Oh. Close enough. A few more stitches and then I'm gonna put on my other headphones and listen to some other stuff because this is getting somewhat boring. These are fairly close, so I do need to keep an eye out for where I am gonna end up. I started not daycare, day activities place. I switched out from ceramics, like making clay pottery and stuff, to textiles, crocheting, knitting, sewing, in the hopes that I could actually finish my leftover home projects there, but apparently that is a thing that is not done, even though I did bring some. Sometimes did bring personal projects with me, usually sewing projects. Well, usually crocheting projects to ceramics, which was fine, because I can do them by myself. I don't really need their assistance. I feel like the camera should be closer. I might stick it to the other side of the lamp for next time. Let's see, where did we end up by now? Yeah, very close to that line at least. Let's straighten it out just a little bit. But I didn't tell him I was gonna fix it. I just told him I was gonna throw it in the wash. Or that I had thrown it in the wash, and that's the reason why I couldn't bring it. This coat. So that means I actually have to finish it before next time that it is a possibility again. Excuse me. I don't know if I like this music. It's starting to annoy me. Just a little bit. I should show you my plushie collection at some point. I have many small friends. Small imaginary friends. Oops. Hit the webcam. Do I want another cider? Probably not. Probably have to go to the toilet way too often. I do. I'm trying to drink less before sleeping. I usually have to wake up like 3 times or something. Don't really need to go to the toilet right away, but if I can't sleep and then notice that I have to go to the toilet, then there's a large chance that I really can't sleep anymore. I did figure out that if I put on my headphones, I usually have the TV on at night because I can't sleep and I tend to wake up too often. I like some distraction. But last night I figured out if I put on my headphones, I actually fall asleep faster. Because then the audio, I can set the audio loud enough for me to actually understand what's going on. And then I can actually watch stuff that I like to watch. So that actually worked a little bit better. But I don't know how often it will work. Let's get this little thingy back to where it should be. Otherwise it's gonna get stuck somewhere. Come on, my man. Untie. I think we are... Yeah, we are back to business. Rotate yarn. Surprised no one else is watching. Last time I was doing some close-up stuff. There were actually people who joined. Lately I've been looking into how taxes work in the Netherlands if you have your own company, if you are self-employed. That is very confusing because there's a tax on everything and then you can deduce those taxes if you have actually made money and people have paid taxes on the things that you are making. Which is confusing because if you need to pay taxes, you need to pay taxes, and if you don't need to pay taxes, why would you need to pay taxes on stuff for your company? But yeah, it's kind of confusing. Where did we end up? Oh, we're starting to get too close. See if this is a little bit better. Yeah, a little bit. Alright. Almost one done. probably do the other one and then maybe get the sewing machine out for the next one. Let's try to make it a bit more straight towards this one. And if my boyfriend has a nice workspace, I can always use it. And then I can also use the room he used to have here, which I'm very excited about. Because it has front-facing windows and the cats like to watch outside. So then I can just clean it, have it not have metal bits everywhere, and have the cats play in it. That would be so nice. I would actually like that a lot. Because I don't know where we're gonna live after here, so as long as the cats at least have as much entertainment as long as they live here, that would just be very nice. I'm a bit worried for the future, but we'll figure it out. It's not the end of the world. Just would be. I would be sad if my cats had to live indoors for the rest of their lives, because they're like. I know there are indoor cats and outdoor cats, but even indoor cats crave entertainment because they're cats. And if there's no stimulus from the outside because you're in a high up apartment, and if they can't run around because you're in a tiny apartment, that's sad. That makes me sad. I also get sad of the thought of having to leave all of my little plant friends, because I have been collecting plants lately. Because I have a nice little garden, but if they're gonna tear down this place, there's no use in keeping any of them. Well, I can take some of them to a little apartment. I might be able to put them outside. But I can't even leave them for the next person who lives here because they're gonna break down the building. That also makes me sad. I love my little plant friends. I like being with plants. I've collected them and I've cared for them. And they're gonna get squished by construction work. But up to then, hopefully we'll get something with a nice balcony or whatever, and hopefully I'll be able to relocate all my plants. And some of them are fine growing in the wild. Probably even with construction going on. I have some raspberries that are just growing and growing and growing. They don't care about nothing. Take away the leaves, take away the roots, they're fine with anything. To just grow somewhere else. Right, I think we're at the end here. Let's finish it up. This one, I might be able to do the other one as well, or not. Let's move it to the sides. Not put it on the wrong side though. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. There we go. That's more like it. Alright. That's the one side. I'm gonna do the other one. I'm gonna get some new wire because it's probably easier. Alright, this is the one side. I would like to check if it worked or not, but it's probably fine. There's the other one. There's the other one. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna get myself another side, I think. Yeah. Be right back, then we're gonna do the other. Oh, actually seems a little bit bigger. And I'm gonna watch something silly on YouTube. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. One of the cats has joined me, though not in visual range. Yeah, you want something to sit on, don't you? I can actually give you a thing. Yeah, but give you something. I have to really get this stuff because go. Something to sit your butt upon. I do want a chair though. This is yours. The chair is mine. Thank you very much. Alright. You can also actually move the keep an eye on everything. Or you could sit there. That's fine too. Cheers. Another thingy. Actually, I have to write down something. forget. That's what I did, and I did some other things. I told somebody I would keep a bit of an eye on all the things I did during the day. Alright. I have written it down. Let me watch something silly on the YouTubes and drink some cider. I might finish it up at some other point. Alright. Oh, too many little wires. There you go. Put them there. I don't know how to not have the camera overlap with the chat, which is a pain. I told it to be smaller, but it just doesn't. All right. All right. All right, more yarn. Hopefully it's long enough. Just a sec. Excuse me. Cider burps. Let's align this thing. See where we end up. Almost. Almost. All right. Let's see if I can actually line it out properly. All right, seems to be aligned. Where is the... Yeah, that does not align properly. Yeah, it should align better. All right. Yeah, pretty much. A little higher up. Yeah, that looks fine. I need more pins. This one is apparently a lot longer. I'm kind of afraid that I didn't get enough rope, but I can always just get the yarn. moved along well. Nope. Yeah, that actually works. I might take it a little bit further out. That actually does not align at all. All right. All right. I think we're decently aligned. I'll probably start a little lower here underneath. Yeah, this is a bit short. I'll just try it. Let's start here. See if I can have that feeling a bit better. Alright. And now the rest. Unfortunately, I just keep stabbing myself in that direction, but that's what you get, so that's... Yeah, seems fine. Yeah, I didn't take enough yarn. Not gonna be enough. That's fine. Right, booze. Excuse me. Alright. I'm also gonna put on something else to watch, because this is no fun. Okay. Let's go. Make a nice angle. And then slowly finish up the rest, just so it's straight, as much straight as possible. To be honest, I should actually finish it because it's a big ass thing and it needs to get thrown in laundry. I think I'm gonna to wash it like tomorrow or Wednesday or something. As soon as possible, at least, so it dries in time to actually be ironed. Let's see where I end up. A little on the wrong side. Oh. Cat is yelling again. You'll get food in half an hour, sweetheart. All by itself. That just happens magically. Yes, it does. No, you don't believe me. No, you feel like you need to yell to get stuff done. But it does, though. This one's gonna be boring. Lately, I've been watching a lot of Midwest Magic cleaning. I find it very comfortable. Because he's funny and silly. sense of humor. Gee, eyeballs. Let's go. What did I just click? What the hell did just happen? Did I break another set of headphones? Oh my lord. Got to be freaking shitting me. Hey, hello, Art with Brenda. I'm doing fine. I'm trying to hand sew a coat, but I keep breaking headphones sometimes, somehow. It's kind of boring. How are you doing? But how are you doing, my lady? See if the audio is just a video. Why did the audio get fucked up? Alright, whatever, headphones broke. Fuck it. Everything breaks all the time. Driving me nuts. Sorry about that. Headphones are my pet peeve. They tend to break all the time, and then I need to find a new one. And they never are what I'm looking for. So I'm annoyed. But otherwise, I'm doing fine. Just wish I could listen to stuff on YouTube whilst being on my PC and it not streaming to not streaming right away. Wish I could just tell OBS to not use everything. Switch out audio inputs. You think it'd be possible, but no, of course not. But let's just manually sew this thing. And this is the disadvantage of manually sewing, because you get knots all the time. But yeah, just have a nice thing to. And so, I was hoping to actually edge, make a little edge on this sewing machine, but don't think I'll get around to that today. I'll have to get the sewing machine as well. And it's actually getting a bit late. I probably need to go to bed. I'll probably keep going until I run out of cider. At least I got warm hands, which is quite nice. Because this stuff is actually very warm. I don't know what it is. It's probably, it feels like a synthetic kind of fabric, but it's so warm. I'm probably gonna. Usually, if I find headphones that I like, I buy 2 of them. So I should have another one somewhere. Don't know what it did. It almost sounded like either the app or. I'm actually gonna restart my phone. Excuse me. And close some apps apparently. Alright, restart phone. Sounded real weird. Background noises were as loud as they should be, but voices were not. Voices were extremely quiet, and with the first video I figured it was the audio channel that somebody just had her voiceover on left channel and audio of the stuff happening on right channel or something. But the second video, which was a lot more professional, actually sounded pretty much the same. So that was real weird. Maybe the earbuds are just busted. Thankfully they're not that expensive, although as fast as those things are breaking down, it gets quite expensive. I really can't go without headphones because I got too many newspaper rounds to get bored at without headphones. Perfectly aligned. Let's move it over a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna need more yarn. I figured as much. What time is it? Here. A little past 11, so it's not that late yet. Let's try to actually keep my hands in view. Yeah, we are decently aligned. Almost out of yarn though. Do have quite a ways to go. Do have to remember that I need to straighten out the last part because that was really not that neat. But I'm out of yarn now, almost. Alright, let's see where we are now. That's fine. I might just finish up for the day, clean up off the desk, and put down the sewing machine. Although I should actually sew it, but I still have quite a ways to go though. Oh, my right ear is hurting. I put on my second earring in my left ear. So that was probably gonna hurt, but that has actually been fine. My right ear is hurting, but I only have one earring in there. So I don't know why that one is hurting. Right, let's stitch. Fix it in place. With the little knot and move the wire out of the way. There we go. And get some new. Because if I actually put it underneath the sewing machine now, I can take it with me to bed and finish up the leftover wire of the sewing machine in bed tonight or tomorrow morning, and then throw it in the laundry. Although I'm not home tomorrow during the day, so I'm not gonna do laundry, but then at least I'll get it done whenever it's done. Right, phone has restarted. I'm gonna check out whether it was me or the phone or the headphones. At least if at all possible. There's stuff flying around everywhere. What's up, kitty butt? You're so hungry, kitty. Too bad for you, though. Phone, you just started. Why do you need to start again? Not like he's restarting, he just didn't bother to actually get started. Alright, you figure it out by yourself. I'm gonna start the rest of the sewing, though. Yes, kitty. You're so hungry. You're so hungry, kitty. Did you hear him? What's up, kitty butt? No, he's out again. He's a hungry kitty. Hi, Luna, you're back. Alright. Mo. I'm actually keeping an eye on the chat room change. That's kind of special. Let's see if audio is improved. This sounds quite nice. But voice still sucks though. Is it a setting? Might be a setting. So weird. Music is fine. Sounds like some kind of karaoke setting, but it does not make any sense. No, I don't know. This sounds real weird. I'll look into it later. I hope it's not a problem. Just figured out that I'd sleep better with my phone, so. Alright, let's go. Keep hand sewing. Just a sec. No, never mind. I figured I'd say hi to the boyfriend, but he has other stuff to do. That's fine. He's probably gonna go to bed. It is pretty much bedtime. Let's keep sorry. Hit the mic there or hit the webcam there. What time is it? Is it kitty food time? No, not yet. 10 more minutes. Let's put on the headphones as well. Otherwise, it's so quiet. I can listen to the music I'd let you listen to. Where do we end up? Almost. I actually need to straighten this one out. Let's go. Oh, I'm almost done too, actually. Don't get stuck, please. A little more this way and then straighten it out. Just nice and straight. Just that away. It should work a lot better. In 10 minutes the kids will get their last meal and I will probably close down the hallways just so they can't get into the bedroom because we need to sleep in a little bit. I usually close down a couple of doors just so they can't go yelling in front of the bedroom door because they tend to do that. Because one of them is always awake in the middle of the night. It's also weirdly stuck, but I'll just work around it, I guess. Little weird thing, but it's fine. Straight enough. And then I'll probably finish up my stream. But I will actually try to machine sew the last part with the zigzag stitch, just to be sure it doesn't. Sewing is easy. You just have 2 pieces of fabric and a needle, and then you do something. And if you do up and down and up and down, and then you pull the wire, you pull the fabric together, and that's not good. So I make a little round, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, basically. All the other things are complicated, but just the sewing part is easy. Having patterns and stuff. 2 steps forward. Come on. Sharp. Thank you. 2 steps forward. 1 step back. Two steps forward. 1 step back. And the reason I use this is because you can actually pull the yarn fairly tight without it bunching up. So I'm going to keep going a little further just to have the overlap. And have it all together. Things like patterns and clothes, sewing clothing and stuff, that's hard. I can't do that either, but just fixing a little seam, that's not that hard. Just takes more time than I actually would prefer to put in. Because I always think it's so easy, I'll fix everything, and then I have boxes and boxes full of stuff. Just pants where the pockets are in need of fixing, or just one little hole or something. And then I just don't get around to it, because in the back of my mind I actually know it takes a lot longer than I anticipate, or that there's other stuff to do. Yes, kitty. You can hear him very quietly. Kitty, what's up? April? Wanna join me? No, I want food and not have a shiny bright light in my face. I'm sorry, sweetheart. If he's looking at me, he has to look in the light. Yeah. Kitty yelling about stuff. Alright. This is where we are going to end this piece. And I always make a little knot at the end, tie it off, and bury the end of the wire. In this case it's the inside, so it doesn't really matter. I would like to not have it underneath where I'm gonna sew later. You need to be careful not to stick it through to the other side, because that is actually visible. Alright, that's pretty much it. And I think that should be fine. I'm gonna clear out my pins and my leftover yarn. And I'm gonna get the sewing machine, and by then the cats will have some food. Then I need to close down the living room and stuff. Alright, pins. Pins go in the little pin box, which I actually put down here specifically for this reason. It usually is in the sewing box. And I actually think I don't need the hand sewing needle for now, so that can go back in its box as well. I wish I could teach you how to sew, but well, I could teach you on camera, but that's pretty much it. Alright, let me finish my cider and relocate the camera. There we go, let's go up. Open up. Let's get the sewing machine. I want to finish this thing. I'm so much more motivated to doing things if I am actually streaming. That's so interesting. Ah, there we go. Be right back. Alright, we are back. I'm gonna finish up the day with whatchamacallit, sewing machine. Put a little edge in. Just so it doesn't thingy anymore. Cats have gotten their food around the living room, so they can't come in here anymore. For bedtime purposes, that is just how we roll. Let's make a little bit more space here. Alright. It would be nice if I can actually finish a project every stream. And hand sewing and machine sewing are two very different beasts. Hand sewing is just for small pieces. Don't try to hand sew clothing. That sucks the big hairy meatball. That ain't no fun. Because it takes like freaking ages. And machine sewing is its own beast, but at least it's fast. I don't really know how to make clothes. I wish I could learn. I could probably learn, but Well, I can't learn everything, but I could probably find somebody to help me with that. Because we have people around who actually know how to do those things. Alright, my cider's almost out. I'm gonna finish up the cider first. My boyfriend made me art today. Little archy-farchy fun stuff. Let's show you. He was doing some wire bending, and then he made something silly for me. It looks so silly. Can almost set it up right, but it keeps falling over, so kind of cute though. All right, let's go and hand sew or machine sew. Let's see. Well, there we go. Nope. It goes up. This one goes over, under, over, through. Always figuring out how to put in the wire. That's the hardest part. But at some point you'll learn to know your own machine. And you need eyeballs in the right places. There you go. The thread that the needle. Come on, my man. Don't steal my thingies. Power's still off though. Don't worry about it. I think I brought my headlamp. Or did I? No, I didn't. Oh. I think it should be fine. Nice. Alright, let's see the zigzaggy pattern. I think we're gonna need a big zigzag. Yeah, I think so. Let's try to get the camera somewhere where you can actually see something. It might actually give me a bit more light as well. Should be fine. It actually gives me a lot more light. There we go. That's the sewing machine. This is the button, turns it on. The hard part, oh excuse me. The hard part is actually aligning the fabric in place. And having enough space in front of and behind to properly sew something straight. That is the hard part. I'm gonna manually turn it on now because I don't really know how wide the white stitches are. They're very wide. I might actually just put a small stitch. There we go. When sewing electrically, you shouldn't do that, but I'm currently kind of hand sewing the thing. The backwards button. Alright, let's go back a bit. Now straighten up the thing. We also know the lower yarn is kind of running low. You don't want to cross that line. Just sew. Note. Well, just think to the side because it's actually bit more space in between somehow. And also don't fold the other thing. Stick it in, move it up, and move it around just so it's out nicely. It's very hard to do with something this shaped. We're getting there. The needle holds it currently in place. Although I think I might have gone over something I shouldn't have, but well, you know. And then backwards. A little bit more, and then we are where we should be. I hope. Yeah, pretty much. I've sewn over a little bit too much here, but probably gonna be fine. And this is a lot faster. And we are out. Right. Let's leave the leftover bits. Let's see, do I want to make a new one or do I have something left? Let me check. Did I finish my cider? Mostly. I did have some pre-wound spools, but I don't remember where I kept them. I have a white here. And I think I might have some somewhere else, but don't know where. Yeah, leave the whites. Don't need whites at all. Rewind any of these silly colors. No, that's not the correct one. Might rewind this one. I have a lot of spools from other machines, I think. In all kinds of colors. That I don't really use anymore. Alright. Winding up the little thing is not interesting at all, but you know. All sewing machines have this option. If you need to wind up the lower spool, you just need to do this with it. Where's the little hole? There's the one actual hole. Put it on here, put it to the side, and then it gets reset. Just so you can actually roll up these little things. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Nothing happened. Just something. There we go. Down. Seems to be full. Okay. A little more. Yes, a little more. Nope. Nothing more. Might finish up my wrist manually because I'm almost out. Need this leftover bit at all. Come on. Don't be so annoying. Alright, manually wind up last little bit. very small bits. There you go. Alright. Now, yeah. Let's see. What's the direction again? I always keep forgetting. Thankfully it's on here. Alright. Direction. There we go. There you go. Where's my other pool of yarn? There you go. That goes back on here. That goes that away. And now we can see. Do we have it? Yes, we do. There you go. Get the lower yarn out as well. Come on, yarn. Don't be annoying. This looks like a piece of. There you go. There we go. And there we go. Alright, now we are back in action. Where was I? I actually finished up the first one. Right? What did I do? I finished up the first one and I was done and it was done. Alright. So now the second one. It's pretty much the same. The first part I'm gonna do manually. I'm gonna have to pull the yarn to the back, otherwise it's gonna be a pain. We need to go either under or over this one. I prefer to go under, but make sure the bottom side isn't folded up. Crunched up. Easily scrunchable. It seems to have scrunched already. I don't want it to bunch up on the bottom, otherwise I'm gonna have to redo pretty much everything. You move to the side because I can't. Let's check for scrunch up. Yep, scrunch is fine. Right, no scrunchies. No scrunching up here either. And done. This is my machine set. It is a whole lot faster. Actually, I don't really need to fixate the yarn in place. I just need to connect these two and tie them off. So let's finish up what I was doing. Come on, camera, move with me, and then you can see. There we go. Put away the singlet. Alright. The only thing I'm gonna do is move one of the ends of yarn to the other side and tie them together. Oh, it has been scrunched up a bit. Apparently something was not working quite right. Oh well. Top. Oh dear. Yeah, I can see. Alright. Yeah. It'd probably work, but this thing has tied itself too many times around, so the wire tension was too high. That's why it got itself tangled up a bit, so that's fine. A bit. Come on. It's a bit weird, but it will probably suffice for this purpose. It's not that stretchy normal. No, the original isn't stretchy either, so it's fine. Alright. 4 sews. We go from this side to the other side. There you go. Tie it up, cut it off. So that actually saved me a lot of time. This is just for fraying, so. Right, one side. The other side. Edges of the yarn are frayed somehow. Thought I cut it straight, but apparently I didn't. There we go. This is a bit longer, which is fine. It's actually quite nice. Makes things a bit easier. But this side's nobody's ever gonna check, so that don't matter not much. Alright, tie together. The one side that had actually frayed, which was the reason it fell apart, is the 2 zigzag stitch side, and the other side is just ones together. Go. That's one sleeve. Let me check this sleeve before I finish up the other one. I don't know how to actually put this one to the right side. I don't like that on the other one. Go to the other side. Oh, let's finish up the other one. And then move all of it the right direction. Why are you? Oh, possibly because we had run out. One of the other ones is on the right side, which is convenient. It saved me a lot of trouble. Well, some trouble. A little trouble. Although they are a little far apart, but I can probably just tie them together. Because they have been fixated in place by the overlap as well. So that should be fine. That's 3 and a 4. And then this other side. Doesn't really matter which one. The green yarn seems to have issues. Spray it every time. Alright. Nope, I don't want to. Well then. There we go. Threaded needle. Just for 3 little things. Alright, that's all we need needle for. Tie them together. And then I actually should be done. Let's turn off the thing. Tie these ones together. Cut them off. That's it. Yep. I'll turn around. Cut in just a sec. Gonna put away the sewing machine first because it takes up too much space, and then I can lay out the thing flat. All right, up you go. Apparently this one broke at some point. Oh, still does what it's supposed to do. I think something fell on it or something. All right, let's relocate sewing machine. There we go. This thing as well. Right. Let's put down the thing. And let's see what we made out of it. That's the one. It is pretty into that. I'm gonna put it big red chain out on the clear and put it stuff inside. Just gonna put it the right way around. Oh, I should actually fix these ones as well. Dang it. That is actually a lot more work, to be honest. Oh, I'm not doing that. I don't want the buttons falling off. I always hate the buttons getting lost. Alright. Put the sleeves inside out and see what we made of it. I think this is our... Yep, this is ours. This is our seam. I think this is our filled seam as well. It seems to pull a lot. But otherwise it's fine. Seems like and it was a little small because it was... Yeah, it seems a bit messy, but I don't think you can actually feel it. I mean, it's okay. Alright. Get the cat hair out. These buttons need fixing as well. Only one button here. Do we need another button? The other side. Is this seam. A bit dodgy, but you're not going to look at it anyway. I did take some other stuff with me. Oh well, I think we're not gonna look at it, and if it breaks, it's just for fortifying purposes. Alright. I do have one more button. So I have two more buttons. I could put on the other button as well. Where did it go? I had one button here and one underneath. So yeah. It has two buttons on the sleeve. That means these little holes require another button. Alright, so we're gonna have to sew on some more buttons. Not today. Not on stream. Alright, I'm gonna bring this to the bedroom to sew on some more buttons. And that's about it for today. We'll be back later this week. I can actually show you the other stuff that I need to fix. Alright, this is the one pile. This is a pile of pants I don't fit no more. They are all white pants I used to wear and some other stuff. It was very cute, but not something I wear anymore. And this one I never wore because it was either too big or too small. And because they were white and too long pants, the bottoms are all frayed. And I want to bring them to a place that has that gives clothing away for free, but they don't have any money, so they can't really fix these things. So I want to fix them before I bring them all there. And this pile is closed. I do want to keep a weird shirt that I made a bit shorter at some point. Then I want to figure out something to do with, because it is actually quite comfy, but it also ends at my midriff. So I'm thinking of making it longer with a piece of fabric, like almost like a tunic or a short skirt attached to it. I don't know what color, because I don't really have any. This thing I have at some point taken the sleeves off, but I didn't really fix it properly, so I'm gonna have to make it nice, and some other stuff that has holes in it and stuff. So that's the projects we're gonna do later. I might get back later this week to finish up these things. Don't know yet. I would like these things to be done. These ones can still wait, because I like to finish up the projects that make more space in here. And these are all gonna go at some point, probably. Don't know how yet. And the other ones are probably gonna stay, although I will put them in the clothing place where clothing goes. There will be more space in this particular room. I also have 3 more boxes of stuff that needs fixing, but most of it is actually rubbish. I think mostly just fabrics that need to be recycled or something that I didn't want to throw out yet. Right. Cider, glass of water. Sewing kit I'm gonna take with me, and my little friend with all his piercings is also gonna join me. Maybe I should actually just make him a longer tail. This looks kind of sad. Tail for all the knees. He will be fine. This is his home. Although the home is getting a bit crowded at the moment. Don't know why. Alright, so you saw how many projects I still had. I will probably be back later this week, because I want to finish up this shit. I am tired of actually sitting in a pile of garbage. And, well, garbage is not word, but I need stuff to be done. I'm done with not having too many projects around. So I will probably be back later this week, and if not, I will be back on next Monday. So have a good night, have a good day, and